Hey guys, Banana Luck here, and welcome back to another Watcher Realms video. So we spoke about it, the Iovar banner, and it's actually out now. You can actually see the hero, the skills and all that, without being on the Forerunner server. And there is also the new hero, Serephina, which seems pretty alright. I mean, she's not bad, great or anything, but yeah. We're gonna talk about these two heroes today, and let's talk about Iovar, probably the more interesting out of the two. So he is an ancient exclusive. You can only get him through ancient summons. It's the other legendary Piercer Lord, and let's look at his talent first. Conjures one flying sword every 4 seconds. There can be at most 12 of these swords at the same time. Every extra allied marksman on the field will help to increase the conjuring speed. And when there's 4 extra marksmen in the battle, conjuring speed maxes out, reaching at 1 sword every 2 seconds. So we'll talk about why these swords are important later on when you take a look at his other skill kits. So of course he looks pretty darn cool, and first passive, which is his basic attack, 50% damage to one enemy 2 times, and max is 60%. And then upon casting his ultimate, his second passive reduces his attack interval by 20%. Each attack deals 55% damage 3 times instead of 2. The effect lasts for 10 seconds. And if the ultimate consumes 12 flying swords, the duration goes up to 15 seconds instead. And this damage goes up to 75%, which multiply it, it's 225% versus 60%. So it's like about, I sorry, so 2 times of a damage boost. Yeah. And then second passive, sorry, the last one, after an allied marksman casts his ultimate, gains one flying sword and following 3 basic attacks, ignores an extra 15% defense, and when maxed out, it actually increases anti-air damage by 7%, and defense penetration goes all the way up to 23%. So nothing very fancy at the moment, just extra swords and some penetration, but let's take a look at the ultimate. Very low rage cap, 500, initial rage of 300, and it lasts for 3 seconds. Consumes all flying sword and activates the flying sword formation to continuously deal 25% damage to the enemy with the lowest HP in range. Frequency of the strikes increases with the number of flying swords, reaching up to 60 strikes with 12 flying swords. And this goes all the way up to, let's do some math here, 6, 15, 40%. So 60 strikes. I don't know if it's 60 strikes per second. Because if it is, that's pretty nuts. Because 60 strikes times 40%, that's like what? 2400? 2400% damage, and this only has a rage cap of 500. Pretty low downtime, and obviously I think so. When there are 4 extra marksmen, it reaches one flying sword every 2 seconds. If we just talk about guild boss specifically, you typically have 2 marksmen, so maybe one flying sword every 4 seconds. Yeah, if that's how it works. But very cool skill kit. Obviously, people have tested him on the Forerunner server, test servers, and he does quite a bit of damage as well on Guild Boss. So if you ask me, this versus Araka, Iovar is definitely far superior with just the fact that you can actually deploy him and use him throughout the battle. And not to mention, his Lord bonus is actually a lot better. So we have the usual attribute increase and then range increase as well. And when deployed, faction team members' damage increases by 15% every 20 seconds, stacking up to 3 times, which means it's a 45% damage boost once it's deployed for 60 seconds. And given that Guild Boss lasts for like what, 4 minutes plus, you're definitely gonna get this bonus out quite quickly. And onto his awakenings, when the ultimate ends, 40% chance to generate 4 flying swords immediately, just ensures that he has continuous damage. And then this obviously is great. I don't think Guild Boss is considered flying, but I think in anti-air arena and the new Pelagios Codex, this works out really well. A3 Oh, okay, this goes up to 20 seconds instead. It's great. Just extra damage coming out from him. Crit rate, easier to build, and when deployed, immediately obtains 12 Flying Sword, which means that he gets the maxed out ulti from the get-go once you deploy him. So if you ask me, I think A3 is probably optimal enough if you want to use soul stones on him, because by now in the game a lot of us will have probably have some soul stones, but I'm not sure if Iovar is worth it just yet. He looks like a better all-rounder compared to someone like Valderon or Praetus. So why is his slot bonus better than Araka? Let's just switch over and see right here. Araka's lot bonus. For every 1 tile away from the target, damage increases by 5% up to 50. And if you go into Guild Boss and have a look, oops, wrong menu. Do a play test. You're gonna see that here, let's say we count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's only 35%. And if let's say we do, because you only can do one marksman there, where Hex is, and where Silas is, I'm not sure how it counts, but even then, this is 1 tile lesser. Sorry, not 1 tile, 2 tiles lesser. So you're gonna get like 25% damage boost only. So obviously, with that calculation, Iovar works way better because it's gonna be like a what, 20% boost for the guy nearer to the guild boss, and then a 10% boost for the guy that's furthest away. And there can only be like 2 slots there for the marksman, if you want to be in range of the Laurel boost as well as the Dolores boost. So obviously Iovar sounds great for me. I'm using epic lots only. I'm getting 68k damage right now. So Iovar would definitely boost these two guys up. I think both will go up to like 200 million. Problem is we don't have enough ancient summons to go for that. So we are right over here, 108. So we have summons 43. So that will get us to 151, which is still 61 ancients away from reaching hard PD to actually have a guaranteed shot to get Iovar. So that's probably the caveat for us when I am considering whether or not to go for him. But he's definitely great. He's going to be great for these Pelagios Codex as well, because I only have Lunaria there and we're severely lacking damage. But enough of Iovar, let's talk about the next hero, Serephina. There's also the new hero, Kalina, which is coming out. I want to talk about her. She looks quite interesting as well, but Serephina, we've not seen much of her except in the test server, and let's just take a look at her talent first. When no enemies can be targeted, the hero charges Mystic Flame during each attack interval to unleash concurrently later, stacking up to 3 times. And if an enemy receives damage from Serephina 4 times within 1 second, they will receive an extra 200% damage 1 time. So I think they worded it together for a very obvious reason. It means that if she stacks this 3 times, she's gonna always deal that extra 200% damage, unless there's something else in her kit that gives her like double attacks. And then first skill, basic attack, 100% damage, magic damage. Second passive, each attack, basic attack or triggered talent effect has a 20% chance of being enhanced. Enhanced basic attack and Mystic Flame deals 60% increased damage and inflicts curse. And this goes up to 100%. And then her last passive with 3 stacks of Mystic Flame, each attack increases attack by 20%. This goes up to 40. And her ultimate, during the ultimate, removes currently charged Mystic Flame, reduces charge interval of Mystic Flame by 40%. Mystic Flame will be unleashed together only when there are 3 stacks of it. So this ensures that she always stacks it up instead of over here, Mystic Flame is just gonna proc every time she does a basic attack, even though she doesn't charge it up to 3 times. So obviously this ensures that she get all the extra damage in the kit, and also there is the reduced charge interval, which is based on the attack interval, and that goes up to 60%. And effect duration of 10 seconds, and the skill cost is at 800, which is pretty average. So she looks obviously like a single target mage. Stats wise, not too bad, not too great either. She feels a lot like Calypso to me, just that this is the magic version. And I'm not sure if people have done lots of testing, but from the limited videos I've seen, she doesn't do too well in Guild Boss, which is where you expect her to actually do well with proper lots. On her awakenings during the ultimate, trigger chance of eternal hatred. That's her passive, increases by 15%. So this goes up to 35%. Increase attack on the first deployment increases 40 damage by 40% for 30 seconds. Extra penetration and 20% increased damage to targets inflicted with curse. So there's not much else other units that can do curse except for Venoma, Serephina, I think Karmet as well, because I recently got, and also some of the epics. I think Ardeth is one of them. So we'll definitely have to, look at her when she hits the server, see if she changes any meta. But if you ask me, she's probably one of those other bad heroes that have been released recently that don't really do anything. She might be great for early game just for, single target damage that she can dish out. But other than that, don't really see any use cases for her. Yeah, she's going to be another bad snake. So yeah, if you ask me, this is a very easy skip. It's not even a 2x, 10x, and we have the anniversary coming out in 2 months' time. So if you are new, even then, go for the 2x event. Don't go for this. And I myself am going to steer clear from this. I will consider if we want to summon for Iovar. He is great, and we've seen his skill kit, his lot bonus, just works out really well, but I really don't want to be summoning for this banner and end up getting a Carnelian because I already have her. It's great, but her A1's not going to do much for me, and I saw that a Dear Ajax banner was coming, so might be better saving for that instead, actually. So yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are intending to summon or not. The crazy ancient banner that's coming up. The normal summons, not so much. If you are, let me know, why you're excited about Iovar. Is it because, it's going to bring you over the 50k on Guild Boss? Or if you're like me, it's going to bring you to maybe like, I don't know, 70k, 80k? Because I've pretty much maxed out all my gears as well as artifacts. So yeah, that's going to be it for the video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like or subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.